turned out with this and I was like, oh my gosh, let me animate it for you. I love that I did this. Holotaco.com. Hey, welcome back to Niyu Studios. We're a full-service branding studio helping women in the YouTube space who feel overwhelmed, burnt out, reignite their spark for content creation again. My name is Milan, and today we're going to be doing something really fun, and that is creating an intro animation for Cristine over at Simply Nailogical. I hope I'm saying that right. Now, disclaimer, this is a passion project, but whenever I watch Cristine's content and the intro they have, I'm always like, please, let me do this. Let me animate it for you. So yeah, let's get started. So typically for clients, I would do a branding strategy, and so their goals are for their channel, what they're all about, who their audience is, and what problems they're facing, and how the designs can help with that. And obviously, because I'm not actually working with her, I kind of have to make up the problem, so it's not concrete information, just so you know. So from there, I'm kind of going into a mood board which I have on Pinterest. So I spent a few minutes beforehand sketching out ideas that I had and how I wanted to animate it. I'm not sure if it makes any sense, but that's kind of how I envision my ideas for intro animation. I just think of what each slide would be, and I think about how I can put it together in seamless transitions. So this is voiceover Milan taking over since I don't talk while I'm designing. So I'm just going to explain the process. So first we're starting in Illustrator using 1920 by 1080, which is the standard for YouTube. If you're wanting 4K quality, the dimensions would be higher. And because I planned 4 slides, I'm doing 4 artboards. So for the first slide, we're playing around with the nail polish photography that I took and then contrasting that with a black background. Because I noticed in Cristine's work, she does a lot of contrast between bright, vibrant colors and the color black. And then for the next slide, I wanted to play around with the paint texture that I got from Splash. Create basically a dripping down effect like nail polish would have. For the nail polish drip effect, I cleaned it up a lot more than in Illustrator. I also added in a bit more dimension using bevel and emboss, is that how you say it? I don't know, and contour as well to add a bit more dimension to these shapes. As for the second slide, I created this text saying hello there, which is something really personalized to Cristine's channel, and so I used a soft and dark purple gradient, a bit of stroke, and add a bit of drop shadow. I still really liked the nail polish idea, and so I created this illustration of the nail polish. And I think it's a lot more cleaner than the original concept. For the third slide, I'm adding a holographic texture in the background while having the Simply Nailogical glow and stand out, as well as stacking Cristine, Holotaco, and other text relevant to Cristine's channel. For the last slide, I still wanted to highlight the nail polish original sketch that we had, but instead replace the nail polish idea for CD discs. And the reason being is that on Cristine's Instagram, she has CDs to represent holographic style that she really likes. And so I wanted to also highlight that in the intro animation. Hey, it's a new day. Kinda just didn't really talk yesterday about what I'm doing and my thought process, so I'm just gonna break it down right now. Sorry if you can hear any weird noises, it's because the fridge. So let's just talk about that. First, for this section, the slide, originally it was a black background. I kind of wanted to add in more of that hollow effect that Cristine is always seems to love. Yeah, I wanted to add more color, so then I added it into the first slide. I needed to add more to it because it felt like it was lacking something. So then I added the text on the bottom and top, but I made it move across, which is something that's really trending lately. You can see it on so many people's websites as well. I have it on my website also. Added that in with a new holographic rainbow that's slightly moving in the background. I think it just makes it more interesting and appealing. Second slide is still the same with the holo there and the nail polish bobbing up and down. However, I wanted to add in a bit more color afterwards, so I added in this really nice iridescent, I think it's the same, yeah, it is the same texture as the first one. It's not as scaled in, and it's slightly moving in the background as well, and I think it really complements the holo there gradient. And then from there I got rid of the pink, I guess, slime thing. It was a good idea, but when I was trying to animate it, it kind of came off as a little bit too kiddie like. But instead I added this Simply in the outline, but it stretches out, as well as the circled holo taco. Then we go on to a side slide, which we have this really pretty iridescent gradient, but also the background is slightly moving. I love that I did this. It was actually an accident. I just overlapped some textures together, and then it turned out with this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. It's so pretty. So then we have an image of her, Simply Cristine, and also the holo taco in the circle again. Just wanted to keep it pretty simple but bold at the same time, and kind of let like the holo taco and the background do most of the movement. And then after that we just have a simple Simply Nailogical with the gradient texture still moving in the background, as well as the Simply on the side to add a little bit more movement. It's still kind of minimal but fun at the same time. And yeah, that's kind of where I am at right now. I'm gonna make some small changes and then hopefully we will be finished. I am glad to say that we finally finished. Yeah, so here is the final intro animation for Simply Nailogical. Let me know your thoughts. I never really played with like holographic textures before, so it was fun to play around with something new. Let me know if there's any other YouTubers you would like me to do intro animations or designs for. So you can follow me at Niyu Studio Instagram, Niyu Studio on TikTok, or you can check me out on Niyu Studio, the website. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the process of this because it was very long. Okay, bye.